Welcome to your cathedral. I'm Father Greg Sakowicz. A man is turning 40 in about a week. He says to his wife, "Honey, I would like something that goes between 0 and 240 in 4.2 seconds. She says, "Honey, we could never afford something like that, a car." So a few days go by and he says, "Honey, listen up again. This Saturday I turned 40. I want something that goes between 0 and 240 in 4.2 seconds. So the day of his birthday, she surprised him and got him a brand new bathroom scale. I really like that one. Special thank you again to Mark Teresi, tremendous singing voice, a real gift from God. Special thanks also to David Jonas, our music director, tremendous with the organ and the piano. So Mark and David, week in and week out, thank you, thank you, thank you. Special thanks also to our great associate pastor, Father Mark Smolka, who is producer for the video productions and so much else that he does. So again, to David and to Mark, Father Mark, thank you very, very much. A gushy reporter told the famous golfer, Phil Mickelson, "You are absolutely spectacular. Your name is synonymous with the game of golf. You really know your way around the course. What's your secret?" And Phil Mickelson replied, "The holes are numbered." Father Mark likes that one. What is the secret of life? The late St. Pope John XXIII once said, "In essential matters, unity. In non-essential matters, diversity. In everything, charity." Worth repeating from the late Pope John XXIII. In essential matters, unity. In non-essential matters, diversity. In everything, charity. Listen to the story. Every day for years, he visited his wife in the nursing home. She suffered from Alzheimer's disease. With each day, she slipped further and further in a fog of dementia. Every day, he would feed her lunch, every day. He would sit with her, show her pictures of the family, the children, tell him the latest family news, stories. As soon as she heard it, she forgot. And that's how life was for her. The husband would patiently remind her who he was, and they were married for 52 years. They had 2 daughters, a son, and 4 very beautiful grandchildren. He would always hold her hand. Before leaving, he would kiss her and tell her just how much he loved her. And she would never realize, nor later remember, that he was ever even there to visit her. His heartbroken friends would always ask him, "Why do you keep going day in and day out, every day, when she doesn't even know who you are?" He would always reply, "Because I know who I am. Because I know who I am." And the Canaanite woman in today's gospel knows who she is, despite the fact that she is despised by the Jewish community because of her race, ridiculed as a dog by the righteous, who mistakenly finds some sense of superiority in her inferiority. Jesus' compassion for her and his healing of her daughter breaks down the wall between Gentile and Jew. May our eyes and spirits be open to see every man, woman, and child as God sees them, as God's beloved children, daughters and sons of God, with one another, all made, all of us, in the image of God, all embraced within the heart of God. How do we do this? How do I come to know who I am? Our beautiful stained glass windows here at Holy Name Cathedral are marvelous and gorgeous always. But as marvelous and beautiful as they are, they look very dark from the parking lot or the building across the street or the side streets. From the outside looking in, they always look dark from the outside. From the outside, the stained glass windows look uninviting and very dull. However, from the inside, especially when the sun is shining, our windows are bright. Our stained glass windows are so inviting. Here's the key question. Do I allow the light of God to shine through me? Do I allow the light of God to shine through me? What side of the stained glass windows and what side of life do I choose to stand on? And that choice is ours. It is a wonderful gift having life. Despite COVID-19, racial unrest, life is a gift. Life is a gift. So much rests with our own choices. Listen to this story. True story. He was, as the Independent of London put it, the dying man who taught America how to live. Randy Pausch, 47, died some years ago. But not before his words, his wisdom, his spirit made him an international phenomenon, first through the internet and then through the last lecture, his best-selling book of advice and inspiration. Pausch, the married father of three, was an energetic and fun-loving computer science professor at Carnegie Mellon University in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, when in 2006 he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. A year later, despite surgery, chemotherapy, radiation, physicians discovered the cancer had spread to his liver and spleen. He was told he had perhaps maybe only 6 months to live. Yet he used this horrible diagnosis as fuel to launch him on a journey of joy. On September 18, 2007, Randy Pausch engaged in a venerable academic ritual at the university known as the Last Lecture, during which scholars attempt to summarize a life's work. Among Pausch's thoughts, gleaned from both the original lecture and his book, are this: don't complain, just work harder. Always show gratitude. Apologize when you mess up and focus on other people, not yourself. Find the best in everybody. You may have to wait a long time, but people will show you their good sides. Just keep waiting, it will come out. And make time for what matters. That's worth repeating, the summary of his life in his last lecture. Don't complain, just work harder. Show gratitude. Apologize when you mess up and focus on other people, not yourself. Find the very best in everybody. You have to wait a long time, but people will show you their good sides. Just keep waiting, it will come out. And finally, and make time for what matters. On this particular day, Randy says in his lecture, when Jay and I went on our honeymoon, we wanted to be left alone. Since my boss demanded a way for people to reach me, I recorded this greeting. Hi, this is Randy. I waited until I was 39 years old to get married, so my wife and I are going away for a 1-month honeymoon. I hope you don't have a problem with that, but my boss does. Apparently, I have to be reachable. I then gave the names of Jay's parents and the city where they lived. If you call directory assistance, you can get their phone number. And then, if you can convince my in-laws that your emergency merits interrupting their only daughter's honeymoon, they will have our number. We didn't get one call in 1 month on our honeymoon. And he concluded, time is all we have. Time is all we have. We are loved to the core of our being. We are loved by God despite all our weaknesses, failures, and sinfulness. And we are not going to change God's mind about this matter, nor are we going to change God's heart. The only question left for us to answer is this: will we accept God's love, mercy, and forgiveness and never, never give up while we still have time? Think about this from Lou Holtz, the former great football coach at the University of Notre Dame. Ability is what we're capable of doing. Motivation determines what you do. Attitude determines how well you do it. May God bless all of you and stay healthy.
We walk by faith and not by sight. No gracious words we hear from him who spoke as none e'er spoke, but we believe him near, that when our life of faith is done in realms of